During that time, Sammy made reference to something that happened back in 1984, and he said that I might have threatened Michael Jackson. Yeah, the singer, Michael Jackson. Let me clarify this. There was some truth to that in a way, I guess, by inference, but let me tell you what really happened. Hey everyone, welcome to another sit down with Michael Franzese. Hope everybody is doing well. Before I get into today's video, remember, January 29th, Warren, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, the Andiamo Theater. I will be appearing live. We got a great production behind us. Going to be doing a lot of stuff. Q&A. Ask me anything you want. You're not going to offend me. If I don't want to answer, I know how to take the fifth. I've done that many times. But you could fire away. We're going to have a VIP meeting afterwards. We're going to do autographs. We're going to give away some books, have a drink, take some photos, anything you want. Click on below. I think you can buy your tickets right now, pre-sale, January 29th. Don't go through Ticketmaster. They charge you a little extra. Go directly to the box office. You can see it and click on below. What are we going to do today? Okay, for those of you who might have seen the pre-sit down, I would call it, with me and Sammy, it was a live. Patrick Bet-David held it. Throughout the course of that sit down, that every once in a while got a little bit testy, but it's all resolved now, by the way. Sammy loves me, I love him. During that time, Sammy made reference to something that happened back in 1984, and he said that I might have threatened Michael Jackson.
Phony?
You're phony.
Get it, Sammy.
You fucking you didn't even try to shake down Michael Jackson. It didn't work.
Oh, Sammy, you know what? Stop your nut. You're talking like a clown right now.
Yeah, the singer, Michael Jackson. Let me clarify this. There was some truth to that in a way, I guess, by inference, but let me tell you what really happened. Norby Walters, everybody knows that name. He was at one time the premier agent for black talent in the business. I mean, he represented everybody. Dionne Warwick, the Spinners, Marvin Gaye, Michael J. You name it, he had them, right? And I know Norby just about all my life, and I'm not going to get into the whole Norby Walters thing again. Well, what happened? Norby had first digs on the 1984 Victory Tour with Michael Jackson. How? Because we knew Joe Jackson, the father. And Norby was fairly tight with him. I had met him once or twice. So the father wanted Norby to do the tour. Joe Jackson did. However, Michael didn't want that. Michael didn't get along with his father. It's not that he didn't get along with Norby. He didn't get along with his father, and I think he was just bucking heads with him, and anything his dad wanted, he didn't want to do. So the tour was going to another promoter. So Norby calls me. This is how Norby used us all the time. Whatever we can help him out, whatever, he used our name, he used my father. He capitalized tremendously on the Franzese name, right? And he didn't pay a lot of money like people believe. He didn't pay. And me, I let Norby go because I love to get tickets from him. That's it, Norby, I need tickets for this concert. I liked him. That was it. So I didn't shake him down for money like some people said. Never took a dime off of Norby. Not one dime. Anyway, so he calls me up. Michael, we're going to lose the tour. Okay, what do you want me to do, Norby? Well, this is the promoter that's involved. I think it was also Michael's manager that I had to visit at the time. It was two people. I said, all right, let me go pay them a visit. I'll straighten it out. So I fly out to California, and I go to the offices of both the promoter, and this all came out at the trial, by the way. The Norby Walters trial, the famous trial that everybody talks about, that Norby didn't do any time on. But anyway, and I go visit him. And I said, look, Norby had this tour first. Well, Michael doesn't want it, and so on and so forth. I said, but you're not hearing what I said. I said, Norby had the tour first, and he's going to keep it. Now, if you want to work something out where the two of you get involved in a certain way, you whack up some money, I don't care how you do it, but Norby's not losing the tour, and I hope you understand what I'm saying. Now, I didn't threaten the guy. I didn't meet with Michael Jackson. It was his manager and his promoter at the time. And I didn't go in there and put a gun to his head and say, hey, this is what's going to happen. But sometimes in life, if you know how to use your presence, like he knew who I was, he got his advance notice on me. He knew who I was. And he knew that whatever I told him, I was ready to back up. So basically what I said to him is, there's going to be a tour with Norby or there's not going to be a tour. You guys got to work this out. I don't care how you do. I'm not going to make the deal right now. You and Norby are going to work this out. Whatever way you do, you do. But he's going to be part of the tour, and I hope you understand that. And he got the message. No other words had to go back and forth. There wasn't a long meeting. It was fairly brief. And I said to him when I finished, I said, look, we appreciate this, and any way that I can help you out in the future, I'll do it. You know what? There's an old saying, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Sometimes you don't want to go in there guns loaded. You go in there and you talk the way you talk. So as a result, Norby did work out a deal on that tour, the 1984 Victory Tour. Now let me tell you, after I spoke with Norby and I knew this is a legitimate guy. He was Michael Jackson's manager, promoter. He wasn't just any guy on the street. So, you know, I had to think about how I was going to go into that meeting and approach him. Now, it wasn't going in and threatening him right off the bat, hey, you're going to do this or else. He's a legitimate guy. I didn't want to scare him. I didn't want him to be afraid of me. And in the back of my mind, I said, hey, Michael Jackson's manager, promoter, maybe we can do something in the future. So I want to make this guy like me, and I want to make sure that he understands where I'm coming from, and that, you know, maybe we walk out of there as friends and I get what I want. That was my thought process going in. And basically that's how it worked. Now, when I got in the room, I had to make him understand, you know, it's not right that Norby is out of this tour. He's got to, you know, he did work on it, and he's got to maintain a piece of it in some way. You guys work it out. I don't care how it is. I don't care what the percentages are. That's up to you to work it out. But I'm here letting you know that that's the fair thing to do, and that's how I want it done. And, you know, maybe I could be of assistance to you in the future. And so that's my mindset going in, was, again, to do this the right way. Now, other guys might have went in with guns blazing, hey, you're going to do this or else, and, you know, grab the guy, rough him up. It wasn't my style. And you know what? For me, that was successful. And that's what I advise all of you to do. Think before you go in. You know, you don't want to cut your cord with somebody that you can never do anything again. And listen, this is a legitimate guy. I don't know that maybe when I leave the room, he's going to get on the phone and call the cops. I'm not looking for that. We don't want that kind of a problem. So you got to know going in, you know, what it is you want, how you're going to conduct yourself, and what you're hoping to accomplish in that room. And I think at that point, I accomplished what I want. Norby had piece of the tour. It went off without a hitch, and nobody got hurt. So that's the real story. I did not shake down Michael Jackson. I didn't threaten him on Norby's behalf. That's the way it went down. And you know what? I had to do that many times for Norby. I'll give you another story about Marvin Gaye. There maybe could be another whole video, but I'll tell you this quickly. All right, Marvin Gaye, I'm in Norby's office once in the Brill building in Manhattan. Marvin Gaye comes up to the office. Norby used to handle his money. And he says, Norby, I need money. How much? $5 grand. Norby didn't want to give it to him. I said, Norby, give him the money. It's Marvin Gaye. Give him the money. It's his money. He earned it. So Norby gives him the money, $5,000, right? Me and Norby go to lunch. We go back up to the office later. About an hour and a half later, Marvin comes up. He says, Norby, I need more money. What happened? He went and bought $5,000 worth of shoes. He got into the shoe store. He bought $5,000 worth of shoes. He was broke within a half an hour. We didn't give him the balance of the money. He said, go turn in the shoes, Marvin, if you have to. But anyway, a lot of stories with Norby, and most of them good until the end when things blew up like that. But anyway, so that's it. That's the whole truth about the whole Michael Jackson thing. I didn't threaten him, but yes, we had that involvement. Now you know the truth. So that's it for today. How do I always leave you? Same way. Be safe, be healthy, God bless, and yes, I'll see you next time. Take care.